Alright, welcome back to again. Finally, we have a chance to talk to Mr. Johnson here, and we'll see what he has to say, and that he's actually gonna say something other than, get out of my office, I'm busy, and I don't want to talk to you, and, you know. What's your relationship with Isabella Campbell, huh? Tell me about it, sir. What kind of relationship did you have with Isabella? I was a fan. No more, no less. I don't believe that. Not in the least. Oh, what do you feel about the recent Providence type killing? What? The recent Providence... that's not like... Okay. Never mind. What do you think about the apparent reemergence of the Providence murders? Come on, you really think it's Providence? Somebody could be conjuring up past crimes as some kind of sick joke. Either way, police aren't capable of solving it. Why? Because you were a policeman and you didn't solve it? Is that why? Anyway, you know about a hidden safe? Do you know what the code would be? Are you aware of a hidden safe located in Isabella's mansion? She was a rich woman, so I wouldn't be surprised if she had one. I've never seen it myself. Most of the time, I only met her backstage. The only time I ever had a good look at that mansion was back when they put me on the case. But I didn't see any safe back then. That's it? That's... okay, that didn't really help at all. Do you want to, like... talk about the cigarette? No? That wasn't really helpful. I'm a busy man. Get out of my office now. We'll be back again if something comes up. You know, I was kind of hoping for more, but did not get that. Like, anything more than that. Marine, help! I need help. I don't know what to do. Our man didn't give us anything. I need forensics to do things. Good morning, Marine. Oh, hi, Jay. Hi, Marine. Any new developments in the case? No, it's been a bumpy ride. Just don't have forensic results on the Joanna Lamore's crime scene. We got a long road ahead of us. Sure seems like it. How's your investigation going? Pretty well, thanks for your help. Oh yeah, did that brand of champagne I kept with come in handy? Absolutely. That let us solve a piece of the puzzle. Glad to hear it. Everyone here wants those Providence murders solved. I'm sure it's the same with the FBI. I'll do anything I can with the forensics on this case to help. Especially for you two and Lane. You're the greatest, Marine. Now what is it you needed to meet? What did you need today? We found something interesting at Isabella's Campbell's mansion. And what would that be? A hidden safe. Whoa! Yeah, you wanna talk about it? Yeah, she had a safe. Do you know, you can help us figure out the code or something? Do you have year-olds, like 20-year-olds fingerprint powder we can use? There was a Mechanism set up on the wall. When I figured it out, a safe showed up. Mechanism on the wall? I never imagined anything like that was at the scene. Nice work, Jay. Took a little brain power to figure it out. There's nothing about a hidden safe in the case file. I'll bet that safe is a major clue to solving this thing. Need to look into that. Well, thanks. I mean, it's not like that's why I'm here, but... Anyway, Johnson was not helpful in the least. Tell us what you know about Burnett Johnson. Former detective, president of Johnson & Co. Some people even call him the mayor of Clockford. He's the most successful guy to come out of the police department. He's still got a lot of pull here. Those are just rumors I've heard around the office, though. Never actually met the man. I did see him interviewed on TV once. He seems pretty full of himself. Personally, I don't care how rich he is. Definitely not my type. Well, that was. Thanks, Marine. Where to go now, Marine? Okay, don't be a stranger. I won't. I'll probably wander back here again because I don't know where to go. It's fine though. Oop. What do you want? Any new developments? Take a look at my face and tell me what you think. Nothing, huh? That's right. And it's really starting to get on my nerves. What about you guys? We haven't covered some new facts about what happened 19 years ago. Unfortunately, we're not exactly sure what they mean or how they're connected to Providence yet. Oh yeah? Just gotta keep chipping away until something makes sense, I guess. That goes for the both of us. Right. I don't want to see any more dead people. Let's get Providence ID'd and bring him in. You know about the hidden safe? I found a hidden safe in Isabella's mansion. Know anything about that? A hidden safe? I looked over the file on that case, but there wasn't no hidden safe in there. I'll bet that safe is a major piece of the puzzle. Better run a real thorough check on that safe. Which is why we asked. That's what you know about Burnett Johnson. I know that Joanna Lamore. I know that Joanna Lamore was meeting with him before she was murdered. So I decided to pay Mr. Johnson a visit. We sat down and he gave me his side of the story. Apparently, Joanna went to Mr. Johnson's office to talk over an endorsement deal. He got a solid alibi from the time Joanna was murdered. Mr. Johnson was out of the city on business at that time, attending a party with a whole slew of witnesses. Wanted to dig a little deeper, but the guy's an ex-detective and well-respected man of the community. Wasn't able to find out how deep their relationship really went. As you would expect, yeah, I suppose. But that was helpful, I guess. Thanks. That's pretty much it. Okay, see you around. Let's go... Well, since we're talking about the safe, let's go ask the manager if he knows anything. Let's see what Mr. Foley has to say. Right. Yes? Do you want to know something else about Isabella's mansion? We do. Hoping you can remember something from me. The safe. I was looking through Isabella's mansion and came across a hidden safe. What? Then you found it too, did you? Yes. You figured out the mechanism on the wall. Yeah. Honestly, the first time I heard about that safe was quite a long time after Isabella's was killed. Since I'm in charge of the mansion, I had a maintenance man do some repairs, which is how I discovered it. But I haven't the slightest idea why Isabella would install a safe or what's inside. Never found the key to it either. It remains a mystery. And then the safe could be connected to the murder somehow. Please look into what the safe means. What do you think about the detective who did the case and, you know, other things? That's what you know about Bernard Johnson. I don't know much about him today, but I see him quite often when Isabella was alive. Even with her backstage quite frequently. Isabella described him as something like a bodyguard. But my impression was a man obsessed with keeping other fans away from her. I recall he got in some trouble with one of Isabella's old friends back then. It is why I was shocked when he, of all people, was put in charge of investigating her murder. Based solely on what I know about his infatuation with Isabella, I tell you it's likely those two had a deeper relationship than I'd originally thought. When I saw Mr. Johnson while he was in charge of the case, he treated me like a stranger. I remember being very suspicious at that time, as if he had something to hide. Suspect him of the wrongdoing, huh? Please come by anytime. I'll do what I can to help. I'll take you up on that. Since I guess we'll try Robbins again. He was around back then, because he's old, so let's ask him questions about things he wouldn't know about, probably. Let's see what Mr. Robbins might know. I heard there was another homicide. Police must be pretty shook up about this one. How's your investigation going, anyway? It's a gradual process, but we're finding out more and more each day. Well, that's a good thing. Now, what did he want from me today? A safe. Also, Brenda Johnson. Then a hidden safe at the Isabella mansion. Is that alright? There's a mechanism in the wall, and once I figured it out, a safe appeared. Do we even know anything about that? I didn't know there was anything like that at Isabella's place. Bernie Johnson was in charge of that case. I remember he searched the place inside out. But I never heard about any hidden safe being found. Are you sure he never found it? I don't really think so. But you'll have to ask him about it. I guess you're right. But just between you and me, there's an awful lot about Bernie I've always wondered about. Like what? I don't know, his underground connections, how crazy he got when he fell for a woman. Anyway, I don't mean to bore you with an old man's chatter. If you want to know about Isabella's mansion, Bernie Johnson's the one to ask. Yeah, go on, tell me about your, stories. That's what you know about Bernard Johnson. All I can tell you about is his time with the Clockwork PD. On the surface, he was a great detective with the best arrest record on the force. Everyone thought he'd be the one to catch Providence. But but he was very secretive about his personal life and wasn't on great terms with others in the department. There are a lot of rumors floating around about his shady informants and underground deals. As you know, he got filthy rich in the business world after he quit the force. Funny thing is, no one really knows how he shot to the top like that. Makes a guy think those rumors might have some truth to them. Interesting. Alright, thanks. Get by anytime if you want to hear about the old days. Well. Well, I guess we'll go talk to Roger if we can find him, because, I mean, he would know something about Bernard Johnson anyway. Whether it would help us or not, I don't know, but we can check. Wonder how Roger's doing. What do you say we go have a nice talk with him? What if he gives us the cold shoulder again? And we'll have to keep trying till he warms up. Roger is Burnett's informant, Kate. I'm dying to hear what he has to say. Alright, let's give it a shot. Roger. What the hell are you doing here? I'm gonna talk to you, Roger, and we'll keep coming back for as long as it takes. Why me? You're very important, Roger. Want to arrest that monster who killed innocent people 19 years ago. And is still killing innocent people today. Without your help, it's just not gonna happen, Roger. We'll never catch him. So I'm an important witness to you. That's right. I completely understand why you feel uncomfortable talking about those days. But you're all we've got. Please, Roger, you gotta tell us what you know. If you can be brave and open up to us, I guarantee you we'll catch that murderer. We'll make sure to make the most of whatever you can tell us. You know how valuable your information is to this case. Alright, that's enough. Now that I know how serious you are, and you ain't gonna treat me like gutter trash. Being an informant for you two might have made me into a better man. Then you'll talk to us. I'll talk. But first, I want to make sure of something. Name it. Are you really a survivor of the Providence murders? What? Where'd you hear that? Let's just say I'm very good at what I do. Wow, I believe it. That's nice to know. Now, what do you like to ask? Do you about the safe? Isabella Campbell was Providence's third victim 19 years ago. Do you know anything about a safe hidden in her mansion? A hidden safe? That's the first I've heard of it. Even Detective Johnson never mentioned a safe. Anything about Johnson we should know? That's what you know about the old Bernard Johnson. Well, let me say this first. I witnessed the Charles Smith murder. Roger, are you serious? I wouldn't lie about this. Who was the killer? It was that actress. Isabella Campbell. She's the one who killed Smith. I heard a gunshot coming from the garage that night. I was peeking in from the trees. The next thing I know, I saw a lady running out of there in a panic, dragging her feet on the pavement. It was Isabella. This is huge, but how did it get covered up? I told Detective Johnson what I saw. He made me shut up about it. He nearly killed me and said he'd do the same thing if I ever told. A while later, I found out why. Detective Johnson and Isabella, they were lovers. What? I swear on my life, Detective Johnson and Isabella were lovers. Well, that's substantial. I don't know how much it helps, but it's pretty substantial. This park is my shopping ground, so stop by anytime. Thanks. We might have more to ask you. So Isabella, murdered 19 years ago, was physically involved with Burnett Johnson. And it also seems like he was also involved with Joanna Lamore, who just killed yesterday. Johnson's hiding something big. No one would quit the police and rise to the top that fast without hiding something big. What's with the silent treatment? We've got to hound him, Kate. Hound who? You know who I'm talking about. Men involved with the two murder victims. One from the past and one from yesterday. Burnett Johnson. Yeah. Okay. But if we're going after him, we need to think hard about what we've got so far. Alright. Let's focus on the murders Burnett Johnson has a significant connection to. Okay, started with the Isabella Campbell murder. I'll give you a quick rundown. Isabella was the third victim 19 years ago. At night, she was planning to meet someone close to her. She was strangled to death in her own home. She was drinking champagne with her guest that night, but the bottle disappeared from the crime scene. The man in charge of that investigation was Burnett Johnson. Johnson and Isabella were lovers before the crime. His informant, Roger, is the only one who knew of it. No one at the police department even has a clue. Roger actually witnessed the killer of Charles Smith running from the scene and says it was Isabella. Isabella really killed Charles, in the case of the killer being killed in the next crime. Isabella was the next victim, after all, a chain of killings. Do you think the chain stops at Isabella's murder? Don't know, but neither ever did. Burnett Johnson has to be a major link in that chain. He's the one I've got my sights on now. That's true. Hey, Jay, when Isabella was murdered that night, who do you think that an important guest was who came to see her? I mean, Burnett Johnson. Who else could it be? Burnett Johnson. Could be. But he always went to Isabella's place, so they could have met any time. True. And the killer didn't look like Burt Johnson in my vision. Then who could it be? A friend? It was a man, someone she hadn't seen in a while. Right. Someone important enough to hunt down rare champagne for. Man she never told her manager about. Makes sense to me. In my vision, Isabella and her guest seem to be old friends. Must be someone we haven't touched on yet in this investigation. Okay, now I got a decent idea of where you're going with this. Is there anything else that strikes you as odd? Your wine collection. What about it? The bottle that vanished. The missing bottle has me pretty curious. Why? Isabella had to do a lot to get her favorite champagne for the guests that night. And he ended up taking the bottle with him. So you're wondering why he'd leave with the bottle. That is a little weird. Better look into that. Let's talk about the safe. The one you found hidden in Isabella's mansion. Right. There's something bugging me about that safe. What is it? Kind of key it takes? I wonder what kind of key it takes. It's probably nothing special. The problem is finding it. If we can get that key and the password, the safe should open right up. Right. Isn't there anything else about the safe that's bothering you? How tightly she hid it? Why would she go through so much trouble to keep it hidden like that? I'm wondering the same thing. And what could be inside? Something Isabella didn't want anyone to know about. I wonder if her guest that night knew about the safe. It's possible. And it could very well be related to the killer's motive. Yes. Let's go press Johnson to tell us the truth once and for all. You think he'll admit to his relationship with Isabella? If it's the truth, it'll have to come out eventually. Okay. We're the only ones who can get him to come clean about what really happened 19 years ago. I guess you're right. Let's go get him.